What's up, everybody? Welcome in. It is the Big Men on Campus podcast, college basketball edition, getting it going here on a Monday, November 20th, 2017. I enjoy doing this, and I'm glad to be back with you here. Thank you, all of you, for joining me. I do appreciate it. This show has become kind of a ritual, I think, for a lot of people. As I see here on the chat, all of you guys are waiting. It means a lot to me. I thank you for that. I have a great backing at SBR, but it's nice to see a lot of you guys coming over and checking out the basketball. I will say this, and I'm going to be the one to say it just because it is a shame. I obviously know people are enjoying the winners right now. People are enjoying what we're doing, but I have a feeling a lot of this has to do with the fact that I'm winning. And I just want everyone to know at some point I'm going to struggle, okay? But I hope I've proved kind of over this time that I enjoy college basketball. It's my passion. I love it. And I only hope this can continue for as long as possible. We'll keep grinding away. And I hope many of you guys can, hang out on the channel. And, I'm going to be doing some different things on this channel. I know many of you know I'm a big Eagles fan. Probably doing some things with the Eagles coming up here with, some shows. And I kind of incorporated them a little bit. But it's college basketball tonight, which is important. How was the doctor was fine. I have to go not frequently, but I take a medication and I have to be checked every month. I have ADHD pretty bad since I was a kid. So I have to take meds and I have to make sure that it's, okay to, everything's good. And it raises my blood pressure a lot. And due to being, overweight, which many of you know, your blood pressure goes up. And, I don't have the easiest job either. So, you just kind of watch it and make sure, but I'm on a diet right now and I've lost, I'm up towards 15 pounds. So, that's going to help and that's going to help everything I'm doing. So, I got to make sure I get, to there and make sure everything's good. But, I welcome all of you guys to see a lot of new people here, a lot of, the same people. I appreciate all of you. I'm down about 15 or so. Big man, ready for winners. Yep, thank you. I want to shout out all the guys here. J Cha, Big E, JK, Devin, Adam, JK, YYC, Zach, Mitchell, YYC Golfer, Reggie, Nicholas, Adam, Johnny Fiorenza, Robert, George Young, Omizum the Robber. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thomas, Lauren, Joe Morowski, Kyle Hamburg, Zach Kankel. What are you doing in here, Kankel? I don't want to hear any of your shit today, Kankel. All right? None of that. I don't care about your client plays. Go advertise somewhere else, Kankel. We're not going to put up with you today in here. So make sure you're on your best behavior. Thank you. Appreciate it, Chris Carter. Chris Lomas, welcome in. Thank you. Thanks all of you guys. Matt Varnum, Rick Hammond, John Willis, Daniel, Ty Rich, everyone, welcome in. DP, Best Camber, thank you for listening. You've always been with me, man, no matter what. But let's jump into it, guys. 1-0 already today. Got a winner out of the way with the Wyoming Cowboys. Really nice second-half performance from those guys, which is awesome. Really cool to see. The Wyoming Cowboys, they didn't play well in the first half from what I saw. They were only shooting about 30% or so. Three-pointers, only about 12%. So, it was nice to see. I mean, but that's what you got to feel good about. They, aren't playing well, but they were still winning by 3. So, that's helpful. So, they pull away, which kind of what I thought they would do, and we get a win there. So, very good, 1-0. 33-12 on the season, 73%. So well, that'll work as we embark on yet another day. If you missed it last night, 4-1 on the show. Give it Houston earlier in the day. Also had the Temple Owls here. Thanks to them, they get the job done. What else did we have? We had St. Mary's. That was the loser. We also had. I usually always write these down. I always forget. We had St. Mary's. We had Temple. What else did we have? We had Northern Kentucky. They got the job done. They covered. And we had USC. So USC was a little bit lucky, but, hey, we'll take it. Sometimes you got to take the luck. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. Yeah, Cody's in here. Cody called into the show last night, into the Betkiss. That was nice to see. Good meeting him. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. That's nice of you. Uh, let's see if anyone. Do you guys enjoy? You guys like the new picture here? I got a little Biggie Smalls action here. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to kind of move the photo or whatever. But it's a nice piece of canvas I got. It kind of fits my personality. So hopefully you guys like it. But I spent a nice little amount on it. So hopefully you guys like it. I actually have another one sitting here that I didn't put up yet. But I might just keep it to one. Let's get into it. Let's because I'm a Biggie Smalls fan and it fits my personality. That's why. Uh, thank you, Caleb. My salutation. Um, it was a couple $100. I mean, for a piece of canvas, that the wall would just be blank if I didn't do videos. You know, it looks like an old lady. Yeah, well, any more comments like that, Mike Shaw, you're out. Just pulled over. Good. Russell, drive safe. Let's get into it. We could talk on flip flop for hours here. Wait for questions. We'll get to them at the end. I do want to go through some of my leans and likes here. And guys, again, all these games that I'm giving out to you, I'm personally betting on. Leave that to you. Hopefully, you guys stick to the system. Don't be betting tons of money on these. Make sure you're betting what you can afford. It's not about being a big timer and doing all that. It's about being a smart gambler, trying to make money, and that's what we're going to do here. Let's get into it. I'm going to go with 2 games here. I only got 2 games, guys. I mean, I'm not going nuts with these plays. I'm not giving out 9, 10 plays a night. I got 2 plays. I might add 1 or 2 more. But one of the games I really liked, the lines moved significantly over the last 2 or 3 hours. So for me, I don't know if I'm gonna play that one, but I'll give you my opinion on anything I can. First game I'm gonna go with the Penn State Nittany Lions here, -10 against Pittsburgh, the Panthers. This one is in Brooklyn, New York. It's at the Barclays Center, the Legends Classic. So it is a neutral site game for these teams. And look, I think we've talked about Pittsburgh here on the show. And look, they stink. I think we all are well aware of that. They did beat UCSB, which was realistically, I don't think it was anything that that Pittsburgh did. I think UCSB really let them back in that game, couldn't control some of their emotions late, and that got the best of them, and they were able to walk off with a win there. But I think this is going to be a big, much more tougher matchup. I actually like Penn State. I think they're a team that they don't get a lot of love just because they're a football school. They don't necessarily get a lot of love with their basketball program. But the truth of the matter is, Pat Chambers has done a hell of a job with this team. He's made basketball decent again in the State College area, and they're playing good basketball right now. They really are. And I'm familiar with Penn State basketball just because not only are they in my state, but Chambers does a hell of a job recruiting in the Philadelphia area. He's always got a ton of Roman Catholic players on his team, different public league players. Guys like Tony Carr, Nazir Bostic, Lamar Stevens, all those guys are Philadelphia kids. And the big question tonight is Tony Carr and Josh Reeves both had a little bit of an ankle injury in that Montana game. They were actually held out of the game over the weekend against Columbia. From what I heard, that was precautionary. So they should be good to go tonight and get back at it tonight. And look, I know they haven't played great basketball teams to start the season, but Campbell's a really good team with a hell of a score in Chris Clemens. Won that game by 11, beat Montana by 13. That game was a little closer than the score indicates. So you're coming in here against a Pittsburgh team that, realistically, guys, when you look at a basketball game, people ask me, what do you do to cap these games? And a lot of it's feel. A lot of it, though, is, and I want everyone to understand this, a lot of this is how the team's going to play against the other team. And you look at Pittsburgh from a basketball perspective. A, they have limited talent. B, they're not well coached. C, they have limited talent. And then you look at the actual game itself. They have 2 things offensively they do well. One is Ryan Luther, who is really the only good player they have. The only kid that, I feel like if you give him the ball, he can maybe get you something. He's a good little player. You also look at they want to, they want to get down the lane with Shamil Stevenson. I don't think that's going to be easy against Penn State. Penn State's really good at the guard position. They're going to bother Pittsburgh all night. I don't know that they're going to be able to get into the lane. And, in reading and in watching Penn State, I think a lot of the time they'll gamble on, the defensive end because they're confident that their shot blocker, Mike Watkins, will defend and defend well. He's a good shot blocker. He's a kid that, is going to give them, a couple blocks a game. He's not Taco Fall, but he's a really good defender. And when you have an elite defensive player in the lane, you don't want to go down the lane. It's just common knowledge. I mean, Mike Watkins, he was averaging 4.3 blocks a game. He's averaging 8.5 rebounds a game. That's a player you want on your basketball team. He doesn't do a ton from the scoring end, but he gives you 10 a game. If he can give you 4 or 5 blocks, that's going to save you, 10 to 12 points. This is just a way better basketball team. They bother Pittsburgh on what Pittsburgh wants to do offensively. I think Pittsburgh's going to struggle in this game to score. I think they're going to have trouble putting up points in this game. Give me give me Penn State here. Actually, guys, I haven't actually bet this game, and I can actually get a 9.5 at Bet Online, which is a book that I use. So I'm going to go with the Penn State Nittany Lions minus 9.5 at betonline.com. BetOnline is at minus 9.5, minus 115. So I'll go ahead and go with that here. That's going to be my first play tonight. Really, really like this one. Can't call big man a homer because he despises Penn State. Exactly. I hate Penn State. I'm new to college basketball. You have a specific site where I can get smarter on this. Watch the games or listen to me. I'll try to educate you, pal. What else do we got here? That's the best because you narrowed it down to the strongest picks. Exactly. I've capped the hell out of these cards. So, yeah. Quality over quantity, as I would say. These people that bet 15, 20 games a night, it's just too much. I mean, it's not in the long run going to help you out. It's going to be tough because as we've know about sports betting, it's hard to win one game, let alone 2, let alone 3, let alone 8 or 9. It's slow and steady wins race. This is a long season. Okay, we're in the middle of November. This season goes till April. 33-12 or whatever, 33-12. That's nothing. One bad 10-game run, and it's not as good. And most of you people I'll probably not see again. So, you have to stay disciplined. We've done the dirty work. We've put in up our time now. Now it's time to hit games that we like and take some shots. Exactly, Kevin. Great point. Hey, what's up, Shy Picks? Make sure we don't hear any Trump crap out of you tonight. As long as you stay to the nice stuff, we won't get rid of you here. Shy Picks is someone that's been blocked by me many times due to his constant Trump rhetoric, which I don't mind people doing. I don't mind you talking about Trump if you like him, but the whole pushing it on me kind of stuff is something that I don't like. So. Yeah, we already got one out of the way, so we'll keep the card light. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to go back to a team that I think the big thing in college basketball and something that I always hear people saying, and I don't ever quite understand it is, that team fucked me. I'm done backing them. I mean, you're throwing away value. Are there teams that I have trouble with? Yeah. Have I had trouble with overs in college football? Yeah. But you got to go at it if you like something. You can't just not bet it because you've had trouble with something. I'm not going to bet this team every game, but tonight, I think they have a ton of value. I'm going to go with Cal Santa Barbara, -3 at Pepperdine. This is just a league, non-league game. There's no tournament in this game. This is just two teams playing each other. Don't compare me to Tweety Dimes. Tweety Dimes is a friend, but I don't know what he's doing, and we're two totally different cappers. I don't know what Tweety Dime's record is. Tweety's a good kid. I don't know what his record is though. But guys, so this is a league game. No tournament here. No nothing. But these schools, they're about an hour and a half away. Just take I-10, I-110 south. You go right into Malibu. It's not a long trip for the Gauchos here. They're off that East Coast trip, which wasn't it wasn't that successful. It should have been more successful. They should have beat Pittsburgh, which is a thing that Joe Pasternack's going to have to make them forget pretty quick. And what I like about this game is they did forget it pretty quick. They went and played Texas A&M. It didn't work. They didn't play well in that game, and that's that. So they were humbled twice. But now you're coming back. You get Pepperdine here. You get Prairie View coming up. You get some beatable opponents here, and I like the spot for the Gauchos. You look at Pepperdine. This team stinks. Some of their better players are out right now. Really struggled over the weekend against the Northern Colorado Bears. They lost that game. UCSB's making strides. They're well coached. They're going to win games like this. These are games that they wouldn't have won a season ago. But I really like this team. And you look at kind of what UCSB wants to do offensively. They want to shoot the basketball. They want to shoot jump shots. They want to, hit shots in the perimeter. And Pepperdine plays his own. That's something, if you can hit shots against, you're going to win a game. And you look at what Pepperdine does. I mean, they just don't have much talent on this team. They're a team, whatever it's called, 101. Sorry, I'm not up on California fucking highways. Sorry, Rick. Whatever, 101. Pepperdine struggles on everything. They don't play defense very well. They've struggled to shoot the basketball, and I think they're very limited on the talent edge. It's a home game for Pepperdine. It's not any tournament from what I see, from what I understand. The Legends Classic is in New York, dude. It's at Barclays Center. But either way, it's not a neutral site. Or there's one team playing at home, the other team's coming in. So I'm going to go with Cal Santa Barbara here, minus the 3. And Penn State, against Pittsburgh, laying the 9.5. So 2 favorites tonight. Not great spots as far as from a handicap perspective, but sometimes you got to lay points with the better team, and I'm going to do that tonight. So I'm going to go with these 2, Penn State minus 9.5 and Cal Santa Barbara minus 3. Let's get into some other games here tonight. A lot of tournaments here, a lot of regular games. We do have some games in progress. Cal is pounding the Wichita State Shockers. How about that? What a start for the Bears here out of the gate. 17-6. Cal leads them with 13 minutes to go. Interesting result there. Prairie View A&M. How about that? They beat the Colonials of Eastern Kentucky. Asante Gist was out for EKU. I didn't think it'd make this much of a difference. Big win for that Prairie View A&M team. That shouldn't happen. Marquette beats VCU 94-83 in a very high-scoring matchup. Nothing on that game. I don't have anything on Texas A&M. Creighton, UCLA. I lean UCLA in that game, actually. I think for me, I want the points in a game like this. I think it comes down to the wire. A lot of the way Northern Kentucky, that game went yesterday against Vermont. I think these are both 2 really good basketball teams with a lot of talent. If you know me, you know I'm a big Creighton guy. I really like Creighton. I love their coach. I love Kyrie Thomas. I like everything they do. But this would really be about which other team's getting points I would go with here. And in this game, you're giving me 4 points with UCLA. So that's where I would go here. I also wonder, who's going to guard Chris Wilkes, because I don't think Creighton, while they are talented at the guard position, they're not amazing down low. There's no Justin Patton on this team anymore. Cole Huff's gone. I think they're going to have some trouble. And I think this is a close game. That's the reason I'm taking the points here. I'm not in love with this game, but if you ask me, I would grab the points here with the Bruins. Baylor, Wisconsin, Not much of an opinion there. I'm not a big Baylor guy, but you know what? Scott Drew has them. They usually play well during the regular season, but I like Ethan Happ. He's a talented kid. I love the way Wisconsin plays the game. Limited turnovers. You don't foul a ton. Play good defense. Kind of a toss up for me. You look at the line. I mean, it's basically a pick 'em. There's not much betting value to me. Of those two games, I definitely like UCLA a little bit more at +4. Uh, Where else are we going here? And guys, feel free to send in questions about anything. I'm open to life questions or whatever you want to ask. I'm an open book. Any thoughts on UNC Stanford? Um, Not particularly. I mean, Joel Berry's back for UNC, which obviously makes them go. Reed Travis is a hell of a player, though. I think he's a kid that will definitely make his presence known in this kind of game. But you got to wonder where the state of Stanford is. I mean, I thought they were a team to kind of keep your eye on this year, but this isn't enough points. I mean, if I'm getting 10 or 11, maybe I look to Stanford way, but UNC is going to have to rebound, which is what they normally do. They're going to have to keep Travis in check. They're athletic. They're long. They should be able to do it. One of the games that I was going to move on, but I didn't just because the line's too high. I like UAB tonight, Shirley. They're a team that I kind of had my eye on just because I think they're really long and athletic. And, like I said, when you're talking about like a team like Richmond, they've played a couple different games where they really had issues with that kind of length, the Jacksonville State kind of game. And until, they have a kid named Quan Forey who he's not playing right now. When he comes back and plays, maybe I'd more interested in Richmond, but the number right now in UAB just got too high for me. So for me, I'm going to stay away from that one. Yeah, I got Creighton out of the way here. How do I watch all these games? Just have multiple TVs, and sometimes I don't watch them all. Sometimes I watch them after the fact. You can watch a lot of these games after, so I just do that. And a lot of the time, it's just doing the research, and I know how the teams are going to play anyway. Oakland Cuse. Well, I mean, we have to see what the status of Brock and Jalen Hayes and Kendrick Nunn is. If those guys play, then yeah, I mean, getting points with Oakland's favorable. But I don't like betting against Syracuse. It's something I don't really like to get involved with. I mean, that zone is always so tough. I think they're a really athletic team this year. I think this is one of the better defensive groups Boeheim's had. I think it's a close game, though, but it could come right down to the number, so pass for me. Can we talk about Monday Night Football? Listen, I don't really have anything on that, dude, honestly. I mean, it's a coin flip. Lean Atlanta just because, the Seahawks are limited right now defensively. I still think Atlanta's a pretty decent team, but Sarkisian will hold them back. Yeah, I don't really like Toby. I can't say I like it or I dislike it. I could see a situation where that comes right around the number. It's really about does Nunn and Brock and those guys play. Jalen Hayes is suspended, so the question's there on how good they are. Long Beach State are big underdogs today. Yep. But I got to tell you, man, I took them against Oregon State because, it's Oregon State. And look, realistically, if you watch that game, I mean, Long Beach State could have got blown out. I mean, at any time. I mean, they were really kind of teetering on the edge in that game, and it could have got bad. Now you got to play West Virginia, a team that it's just maddening to bet against. Staying farther away from that game. Could see a situation where they get crushed. Thoughts on ULL beating Iowa? No surprise. I don't like Fran McCaffrey. Never have. Bryce Washington's a hell of a player down low. That did not surprise me. I like Frank Bartley in that team a whole lot. I think they're a sleeper in the Sun Belt. So it did not surprise me that they beat Iowa today. Am I surprised they won the game totally? Yeah. Doesn't surprise me, though. The fact that they covered and won, that's amazing. I have Duke on my list and bet it. Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, when you're laying big points with Duke, I don't ever not like it. Furman's an okay team, but they have a new coach. And this is definitely a huge step up in competition. It's just all about how much does Duke care. No opinion on Kentucky. Sorry, Sandy. I know you're a big Kentucky fan. I don't have much in that one. I can't really understand why you would lay points with, especially that many points right now. Should Kentucky win by 20? Yeah, they should. But I got to be honest, Sand. I wonder how talented they really are. They have a ton of athletes, a ton of really good players, but right now, early, they're just not playing together right now. Quade Green's having trouble running the point. He can't defend. And they have cohesion issues. So I can't co-sign that one. Cincinnati Buffalo over 54. I don't bet a lot of totals, dude. Realistically, I love Cincinnati offensively though. They could really shut down Buffalo. Um, didn't look much into that game. Some of these tournaments I don't have much opinion on, but I do love Cincinnati offensively, so keep that for what it's worth. Any thoughts on A&M Oak State over 148? No. I like Texas A&M a lot, but Oklahoma State's got some personnel issues. They're going to have personnel issues all year with that impending probe going on. Jeffrey Carroll's out, one of their better players, but they played well without him, actually. But Tyler Davis is great. Mitchell Solomon, there's good players for both teams. So I don't have much on that game overall. I try to stay with more unknown games as opposed to some of those big ones. Actually, I was going to get to that one. I think San Diego State will cover against Eastern Illinois. I do think they do. I do think they cover. Eastern Illinois, this is a non-league game out in Viejas Arena. And Eastern Illinois is really a small team. They're not big. They're actually one of the smaller teams in the country. San Diego State's big. They're long. They're athletic. They go quick. They crushed McNeese State. McNeese State is not as bad as Eastern Illinois. Eastern Illinois is an okay OVC team. They should give them maybe a problem in the first half, but they just don't have that talent that SDSU has. SDSU will go quick. They can cover games like this just because they can score all of a sudden. I just think defensively they should play real well tonight. I think they win by 20. Yeah, I would lean land the points there. That was close to being a play for me, but that line just keeps going up and up and up. And I need to see a little bit more from SDSU on the offensive end before I firmly believe in them because they're a team that you did not want to lay points with last year at any sort of level. Do you have any decent sites for streams? No, I don't. I have a private one, but I'm not giving it out just because it's only one person can watch at a time. Yep. Just going back through some of these. Yeah, UAB line moved a lot, way too many. Yeah, I like UCLA. It's starting to get to a point where I might want to just grab them here. BMOC, we appreciate what you do, and you do it for free. Says a lot. Everyone knows that work will turn you loose and you win. 55% mean you. Thank you, man. Yeah, exactly, Jason. We're up above that, so hopefully we can stay above it for the foreseeable future. I lived in Philly off and on, but my sister went to Temple. I've lived there for many years, so I've lived in this area my whole life. Yeah. Um, Baylor today, not too interested in that one. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. Yeah, I used to live in South Philly, right near the stadium area. So, plus, there's so many connections. I've lived in this area my whole life. So, go down the shore. We've always had, we're all close together. So, but yes, I lived there for many years. How do I feel about Ryder? No opinion on Ryder tonight. Yeah, I'm actually getting to the point where I kind of want to bet UCLA. I'll probably put a small play on it, but it's not. It's really just I'm just making the play because they're getting points. I don't understand the line. It just keeps going up. No, I do NBA, but it's more on a personal level. It's all about lines, and it's explaining it every day I do it gets annoying. So I just don't really share it much anymore. I don't really ever bet second halves. Only thing about Duke that bothers me is they leave in the morning to go out west. Exactly, good point. Like I said, it's all about Duke and how much they want to win by. Northern Arizona sucks. They're getting 31 against Kansas State. Yeah, well, take them then. I'm not betting it. Northern Arizona is horrible, but that is a lot of points. Uh, No, I don't play DraftKings. Utah State, Portland State, no opinion. No problem, money. Thanks. No, you know what? I just missed his call, Adam. Unfortunately, I was doing some videos earlier, and he called me. For anyone that's not understanding, Adam, my he's not my blood brother, but he's like my brother. I call him my brother. He's locked up right now, and he called me yesterday about the Eagles, and we're huge Eagle fans. We used to go to the games together. We used to, you know, we love the Eagles. We watch them together, and he's been locked up for 2 years, and you know, he still watches the games though inside, and he called me last night before the game. We were chatting and catching up, and he mentioned that he gave me a perfect breakdown. He said it would be a blowout. They would score a defensive touchdown. It was spot on. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. They called me around 4 o'clock, and I just missed the call. But I'm actually going to see him on Sunday, so it'll be after the Eagles hopefully win again. So we'll catch up, and I'll get to see him. It's been a while, so I'm looking forward to seeing him. I don't know when he'll get out, but I hope soon enough that he gets out. Yeah, his name's not Adam. Adam's free. Adam's just asking a question. No, I haven't talked to him though. Hopefully, I'll get to talk to him this week. If not, I'll see him on Sunday. Um, yeah, I got nothing on Monday Night Football, guys. I would lean Atlanta. I would listen to the shows on SBR coming up. I'm sure they'll give you a proper breakdown. I know Donnie broke it down earlier on our show. I don't know who Sean Harris is. Who's Sean Harris? Um, oh, really? That's sad, Reggie. What's he in for? How long is he in for? Thanks, Russell. I'd love to have that. Let me know. I'll give you my address. I'd love it. Big man, was the zone Duke ran on Michigan State something we could expect? Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, they're always mixing up defenses, so I would definitely, I would think. Are you taking? No, I just said I'm not taking them. I might take them small, but it's not an official pick. I'm only taking it because I'm getting 4 or 5 points, but it's not a strong opinion. Um, the only games I'm on tonight are Penn State -9.5 and Cal Santa Barbara -3. It's a shame we don't use all these leans also in the record because I'm murdering everything I'm giving out. Um, guys, also, look, I know all of you can't listen at 5 o'clock on the dot, but if you could try to get here at 5, um, try to get here because repeating the same thing 8,000 times gets old. But I'll try to do it as best I can. No, I hate parlays. No, I don't. No, I don't like parlays. Um, yeah, it definitely was Adam. Where else are we at? I don't know who Sean Harris is. Who's Sean Harris? Trunco. I missed the picks due to my boss coming back and forth. Well, you have to wait till the end. I'll give them out at the end. Um, that's a decent game, Toby. Or not Toby. Chris Lomas, Football Observer. I would lean UNLV. They're at home in this game, which is a big thing. Being at home in these kind of tournaments is great. Rice stinks. Should be able to run away with it. They like to shoot threes. Menzies always plays good on the perimeter. So those teams, I wouldn't take Rice. It'd be all over the. Oh, him. Yeah, he's a scumbag. I wouldn't fuck with him. He owes like the whole world money. So yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't fuck with him. Yeah, he's a guy I used to know. We used to do business together, and then we stopped. He owes like 5 or 6 different people money on Twitter. He lies constantly. He's just not a good guy. But he knows that. He doesn't need to. We don't talk to each other. I don't talk to him. He don't talk to me. So I don't really bother with him. But if you ask me, I hope he finds happiness and does well. But other than that, I have nothing to say about him. 10 years in the feds, yeah, it happens. Hopefully he gets out soon, Reggie. Yeah, exactly. You can rewind and rewatch. What happened to my roommate? He moved out. Ryan moved. He's living on his own now. He was living in. He's living on his own. it was time for me to have my own. I had him come in, and he needed a spot, and we're best friends, and he just found his own. You're able to go back on this live stream we watch. Yeah, exactly. Michigan LSU. Lead with the points there. I like Will Wade's team a lot. Um, they're improving defensively. I love Anwasar a lot. Yeah, I lean that way. Michigan hasn't looked particularly good this year so far, but the one thing about them is they can always catch fire, and that's concerning. Even without, um, you know, Tremont, there's certain guys that haven't played well for Michigan. They still have scored decently well. I don't love it, but I lean LSU there, plus the points. They've rebounded the ball well. Should be able to do it here. Uh, what else do we have? Any other questions as far as anything? Let's talk about something else, guys. I'll get down for about 5 or 10 more minutes here. Theo loves Hampton. Well, who the hell's Theo? And why should I care about his opinion? What I like better, college football or Premier League? College basketball. No, I'm on 2 games. Talked about it already. Yeah, I don't have an opinion on Notre Dame Chaminade. I've never seen Chaminade play, so I can't say that. No, Ryan's not locked up. No. He's doing his thing. Big man, have you been on MEAC at all this year? No, I've only faded them actually. I haven't been on them. No. I'm watching them though. I see who's doing well and who's hot. I took Morgan State, a small play, a couple weeks ago, and they got the job done. But I haven't been on them too much. Doctor appointment was good, man. Thank you. Hopefully, I got to get some blood tests here soon, so that will reveal a lot. Thoughts on Alabama? I like them a lot. I love Colin Sexton, John Petty, Avery Johnson as a point guard. Just as long as they stay out of trouble and don't get suspended. I have nothing on Stanford for the 6th time. All right, prediction time's over. I gave out enough. I have no more opinions, guys. That's it. All right. Robert, if you ask one more time, you're getting blocked. I don't have an opinion on that fucking game, dude. Christ almighty. I mean, do you people listen to this show or just sit there and, twiddle your fingers? Oakland, Syracuse? Nah, I got nothing on that one. I don't like betting against Syracuse. And I don't know how many people are out for Oakland. I mean, over the weekend there were a lot of guys out. Do you ever come out to Vegas? I'd love to hang out with you, Paulie, and Teddy. No, I don't come out to Vegas. I get no reason to go there. I can do everything I want to do there here. And not for nothing, if I'm going to the West Coast, I'm going to Cali. I got to be real. I've never had really much interest in going there. I want to bet on credit. I don't want to put my money up. Any good TV shows you've been watching? Well, let's see. Thanks, Cameron. Yeah, I'm watching a show called The Long Road Home right now on Nat Geo. It's a military movie or military show. I like that a lot. Navy football documentary is good. The Big Baller show's over right now. It's not on right now. But yeah, really just little things like that. There's not a ton of great shows on. I'm just rewatching old shows that I like. I'm rewatching Oz right now, which is one of my favorite shows. But yeah, Long Road Home's really good on Nat Geo. Side by the Wire was great. Just started The Corner. Yeah, The Corner's great. Awesome show. One of my favorites. That's actually based on a true story. Cap'n. They're all real people. No, not really. I didn't like the Biggie movie. Not really. No. I thought the actor was annoying. But yeah, you'll like The Corner, Captain. It's a great show. One of my favorites. Oz is awesome. Yes, it is. Places I should visit your neck of the woods if I went to a Phillies game. Well, Referring to what? Do you recommend anyone on covers? No, I don't. Fuck covers. Fuck all those guys. All they are is a bunch of shady asshole touts. So no, I don't recommend anyone on covers. Who's on covers nowadays? Let's go through this group of people. All right, where are the hell are the cappers at? Let's see the experts at cappers. I got to go through this. This should be fun. Let's see. Handicappers at covers. Zach Chimini, pass. Dave Koken, he's a nice guy. He's pretty good tweeter. But I mean, all these guys are. I mean, they've all been around for 8,000 years. Brandon Shively, he's a friend of mine. I've known Brandon for many years. He actually he helped me get on SBR many years ago. But all these guys are a bunch of assholes. Fuck them. Big Al McMorty, clown. None of these guys I would recommend. Covers gave me a free hat. Great. Good for them. That's nice. How about I give you just fucking free winners? How about that? Yeah, I don't even use it for scores. Parlay Queen. Her name's Parlay Queen. What the fuck? What do you think I think of her? Parlay Queen. Her name's Parlay Queen. What would you think I'd think of her? Come on. We'll stay on for about 5 more minutes here. Any other questions? Any other brain busters tonight? What do we got here? What's up, Jared? Jeff gave me rent money. Good. I'm glad I did. That's great. Yeah, he did have a solid game last night. How about that? Triple double. 2 triple doubles in his career so far. How about that? All you fucking haters, Lonzo Ball haters. Are you married? No, I'm not. Fuck no, I'm not married. I'm married to the game. That's what I'm married to. I'm married to the game. I'm married to fast money and bitches. That's what I'm married to. But no, I'm not married. I'll never get married. No fucking way. I don't have any thoughts on Notre Dame. If you're betting Notre Dame, you really should go to Gamblers Anonymous because none of you people saw Chaminade. I haven't even seen Chaminade play. They're not even a Division I team. Yeah, I'm good, Matt. I hope you lose plenty of weight, bro. No competition. I just got to stick with what I'm doing. You're going to start having a guest show on the show. Yeah, I told you. Ian Cameron will join us every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you're new to the show, which many of you might be, that's what we'll do. Terry Glenn passed away today. No shit. I didn't even know that. Rest in peace to Terry Glenn. Great receiver. How many girls have you dated, big man? What are you writing a book? I couldn't even tell you. A lot. Put it that way. But only 2 or so I was in love with. So if you ask me who I was in love with, probably 2. But I love every girl I meet. So yeah. But as far as girlfriends, shit, hundreds. No, I'm not on with Gabe tonight. I'm only on with Gabe on Fridays usually. Do I like Peter Loshek? Sure, I like Peter Loshek. I've known Peter Loshek for many years. He was the first person I did videos with. Yeah, I like Peter Loshek. What do you think of his expertise? I think his expertise is fine. He's a little different capper than me, but I think he's a line guy. I'm not really a line guy, so we kind of have different opinions. But yeah, I like Peter. Always have. I'm not getting married, Walter. Believe me. Do you just like taking so many college games with Pistol Pete? No, I more or less just dislike having to do them that day, but I don't mind. I mean, I'm putting myself out there. I don't care. Thanks for your tips. You've gotten me into soccer. Good. I'm glad I have, Glenn. That's great. I didn't have a great week this week, but I'm still like 15 units up, so that works. Yeah, they're not even a Division 1 team, Ryan. They're a Division 2 at this point. Dude, not for nothing, Ozim. You've said some dumb questions as well, so I don't think you should. Uh, I don't think you should say people are asking dumb questions. Um, if Maria Taylor knocked at my door and said I'm yours, I mean I would date Maria Taylor. I'm not saying I'd marry her though. I mean I'm not gonna. I look. I won't say never. I mean I've had many girls that I wanted to marry. I mean I had a girl I dated about a year ago. I cared about her a lot. I still do. She wanted marriage at that point. I didn't. I mean we were kids. She's Albanian. She was beautiful. She's way out of my league, but it didn't work. I mean, she wanted marriage. She wanted to have kids right away. I'm still a kid. I don't want to marry this yet. I meet her family. They're talking about marriage. Are you Muslim? Are you going to convert? Blah 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 blah. And I would have. I mean, I would have converted for her. I loved her. She's beautiful. She's an angel. But just got too weird. So yeah, if Maria Taylor knocked at my door, I'd say, "Hey, come on in." That's all I would say. How about LeVar Ball? Yeah, I'm excited about that. I can't wait for fucking LeVar to get on TV. Do I have a dog? No, I don't. My sister has a dog though, and I love that dog. But it's like a kid. It's not mine, and I love it. Um, actually, you know what? Give me a second. I'll show you my sister's dog. Beautiful little dog. Let me get the picture. Hold on. My sister loves this dog so much. She brings it over my house. She loves this dog. She even gave me a fucking framed picture of it. She loves this dog. Nice little ginger. It's a nice dog too. Real sweet little dog. She loves it. All right, what else do we have? We'll do a couple more minutes here and then we'll rock out. Oh no. Let's start here. Do I have a dog? So no, I don't have a dog. Can't wait to watch that couple of clowns. I'm not sure who you mean. Thanks for helping, man. No problem, buddy. Yeah, I had the under and the draw, which didn't hit. The draw hit, but the under didn't. What about Mike Brenner? What about Mike Brenner? Mike doesn't work with SBR anymore. Mike's a nice guy. I mean, we had our differences, him and I, but I wish him the success. I wish him the best. I got nothing bad to say about him. We butted heads a couple times, but I think Mike was just overwhelmed with his life at that point. Had a lot going on. Maybe he jumped to conclusions, and he knows that. But Mike's a nice guy. I wish him the best. Do you like Jimmy the Bag? I don't really know him that well. I've only talked to him a couple times. Um, um, any thoughts on Oral Roberts, Montana? Kind of like Montana. I think they're a pretty decent basketball team, but I like Albert Owens a lot for Oral Roberts. No opinion. How old are you, big man? I am 28. Block who? Who am I blocking? Who do I block? No, I don't want to meet a sports chick. I don't want anyone. I don't want her to like sports. I don't want anyone to like sports that I date. Um, Pete looks like Yoda teaching Jimmy. If I was him, I'd listen. No, I won't marry in the future. She's actually married. The girl I was talking about, she got married like a couple months after me. She married a guy that just came over from Albania. So it was sad to see, but she wanted marriage. She was like an arranged kind of thing. And the parents didn't like me because I'm American and B, I'm not Muslim. I was Catholic. I'm Catholic. So she didn't, which the thing is about the religion thing, like I know the Quran like a ton. Like I have it right here. I mean, I've read it. I know everything about the religion. So if they would have just got to know me a little bit, they would have knew that. And if she came to me and said, "Listen, I want you to convert. I love you. I want you to convert." I would have totally did it for her because she was an angel and she deserved that. But it just got real weird. Other than that, guys, I'm going to recap and get on out of here. I know there's some shows coming up on SBR. I want you to all go over and check those out. What happened to the show with you and Loshak? We're on every Saturday. Where else are we going here? Who's asking all the dumb questions? I didn't even see that guy. My dad was a college and professional coach, and he is awful at capping. Uh, yeah, just because you were a coach or something doesn't mean you'll be good. Cincy seems like a deep team that can make a deep run. Yeah, I agree with your comment, but no, I'm not on them tonight. What's the most you've ever wagered in your life? 7,500. And I had to get the money and take it to the bookie first. It was a cash bet. A cash bet's basically in South Philly where you go get the money and you give it to the book, and he'll give you back your money plus the money you won. I won. I actually won with last year. It was Army against UNLV, or not UNLV. Who was it? Team down in Texas. Not Rice. UTEP. Army UTEP. It was the game after Guan White, I think, remembers this. It was the game after Brandon Jackson died. He was a cornerback. He played for Army, and I basically saw it as an opportunity that they were just going to be tied into that game. Yeah, he takes bets. That's what he's a bookie. I don't always bet with him, but he's a trustworthy guy, and I trust him. So yeah, of course I trust him. They were -3. They won 63-10, I think. They crushed them. They were up like big at half. It was over at halftime. It was a complete hand ride game. Yeah, they murdered them. It was sweet. I think it was like September of 2015 or 16. Yeah, 66-14. That was the final. It was awesome. It was such a great game to bet and to watch, and yeah, it was sweet. Um Other than that, guys, no, I don't double down. No, no, no. The only reason I bet that is because I actually hit a lottery ticket for 10 G's, and they took 3,000 in taxes from me. So I wanted to get the taxes back, and I was up like a little bit with this guy. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go hard on this, and I'm gonna. I never really told anyone that, but yeah, I hit a $20 lottery ticket at a at a store near my house, and I had to go up and get the money, and they took the taxes out. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna rock out. I love the game. I literally I remember talking with, I think it was Guan White. We were talking about it. I just loved it. What's it going to take for Alatuna to hang with Tucker in Elite Eight of the Georgia High School playoffs? I have no idea. How would I know? How the hell would I know that? I mean, I appreciate your question, but I have no idea. Nah, I'm not high. I like Villanova, and I like Seton Hall, and I like Creighton. There's a lot of teams I like more, but Xavier's solid. Other than that, guys, I'm out. Have a good night. I'm going to go Penn State tonight, -9.5, and Santa Barbara -3. Other than that, I'll be back tomorrow. Catch me every day, sbrpicks.com, 10 o'clock a.m. I'll be on with Donnie Wrightshead tomorrow. No doctor's appointment, but I'll be back, 10 a.m. Everyone have a great night. Bye-bye. Uh, yeah, I could think they're a second weekend team for Alabama. Yeah, probably. Have a great night. Bye.